Good morning from Crabtree Hollow. I'm Paul Crabtree. First of all, I want to thank everybody that's been viewing my videos very much for the viewing of them. Thank you for your comments and everything. I sure appreciate it. I got into this YouTube thing just to promote my Halloween King tool, but it's got to be a lot more than that. It's really a pretty nice camaraderie with people out there that have the very same interest I do, and it's wood turning. So again, I thank you very much, and I'm pretty new at this video stuff, but I'm struggling through, and I'm learning a lot from everybody else's YouTube channels too. So that's what I want people to do with my channel. And I am certainly learning a lot from all of your channels. So thank you all. And so let's get on with today. In making Halloween King tools, I've always said I don't make them for the tool to be pretty. I make the tools to make pretty things with them. And so that's the way I look at the tools that I make within the shop. Anything that I do, that if it's not a finished product for to go on somebody's bookshelf or on their tables or something like that, or in the kitchen, then it's probably a tool, and I'm not going to pay that much attention to what it looks like. Okay, what I want it to do is function the way I think it's supposed to function. So let's talk about wooden mallets. Wooden mallets are, they range from all over. I see people that make really gorgeous mallets. If I had a gorgeous mallet like that, I'd mount it on the wall. I couldn't use it because I'd ruin it. So I want to make something that I can use, that if it gets ruined, I can toss it in the fire and turn another one. So that's my look on and my attitude on these guys. I have various ones, and I have more at another shop, but I make these guys. These are all made out of oak, European oak, and I've had them for 5-6 years, and they just keep on knocking. This one's the same way. This is black walnut. I didn't have a use for this little limb, and so I thought, well, I'll try a mallet with it and see how I like it. So I have the pith running through here and everything. And it works good. In fact, probably black walnut is so far my favorite wood to use as a mallet. Now there's different uses for the mallets around the wood shop, so try to make some for each use. Like if you're going to be hitting wood with your mallet, you want the mallet to be softer than the wood you're hitting. Like if you're tapping on something, you don't want to bruise that wood. So then you would go to a softer wood, pine or whatever, chestnut, whatever you might have around that would be soft and dent easier than, say, walnut, maple, things like that. Okay. So anyway, we have this. This was a fence post, a 4x4, and it was used, so it's really, really soft. And Josh Jaborik made this. He's a brand new turner that I'm teaching here and there quite extensively, as a matter of fact. He's a very, very good student. So anyway, this is Josh's first try at a mallet. Okay, so what makes a mallet a good mallet? Okay. Here to me is really a very optimal mallet. It's probably about 3 inches diameter. Maybe this is 4.5 inches long here. The handle, you're looking at maybe 8 inches, 7 inches on the handle. But the components of this is what makes it really good. Number one, I want to be able to find these things when I'm working. I don't want to have to stop what I'm doing and look for a mallet. I want to be able to look up, look around, and grab one. That's why I make a concave head here. That's so it can be set down and picked up readily, okay? That's why I make that. I make this longer here because I want the weight on it, and I also want to be able to use it in different areas of this thing. So, like putting on a paint can lid, these things are absolutely terrific for putting paint can lids back on because of the surface that you have here. You can hit that can lid in a pretty big area at once, and so you don't dent the thing like with using a regular steel hammer or something. The other component about this is the sweeping down to the handle. And if these are cut off straight, a straight shoulder, this comes down and it's a straight shoulder, and I don't know why, it gives you a lot of vibration. Hurts the hand when you hit something, even like the spur. I use this mainly to put the spur into wood, okay, for my turning. So I learned that by sweeping this handle down like this, it takes out all that vibration. And so therefore, that's why I have it. That's why it looks like it looks, okay? Sit down, various uses, protect hand from vibration, and you can do with what you want here. All of these, they've been dropped, and every one of them have a chip out of the handle. So this one I'm about to turn is going to have a little different knob here, so maybe perhaps it won't break when it's dropped. Okay, so let's go over here to the lathe. I've got a piece of maple set up here I took out of the wood pile, and we'll go from there. This thing in here on the 18-inch bandsaw. I find this to be quite adequate for what I want. I have a big old blade on here, and that's because I cut a lot of wet wood, and smaller blades just have a tendency to bind up real easy. So I have this guy on here, and I've never bound it up. Anyway, I'll start cutting this thing off. The grain, I don't want cross grain on this or anything. It'll make it too easy to break. Oh, we've got, see if you can see it here. See all these cracks in here? I really, it is only a mallet grain. I don't want to start off with it. So we'll cut about an inch off. How that I got rid of all of them. Got rid of all of them except these right here coming. These were the ones coming out of the pith area, which has been cut off. So that's good. We can get around that. Now what we need to do is set up. I'll show you how I find the centers on this. I made this little contraption here, I don't know, quite a few years ago. It's just made out of 3 pieces of material. I have the back here, I have the bottom, and then I have my 45 angle. And the thing I like about this guy the most is my pieces don't have to be exactly square. In fact, they can be out of square quite a ways. And I can still come really, really close as I need to get in the center. Now to get the center on something this big is kind of difficult, you know, and it's easy to miss. So I have this little guy here, and I rotate it 4 times, make 4 marks on each end. Okay. Right now, so you can see this little square that I made in here. Right in here, okay? So now center isn't very hard to find. Here, my marks are really a lot closer together here, so this is really, really easy. Okay, I started with a piece that's about 13¼ inches by the time I get the ends cleaned off and everything. The diameter of it is about, I would say it's about 3 7/8. Have to take this off, take that off, and away we go. No, I do not put any kind of finish on them or anything like that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you would, and happy hollowing from Crabtree's Hollow.